Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Mike is here. Ames is here. Ames is doing the heavy lifting today. How are you, Ames?
Good. How are you, Mike?
Oh, wonderful.
Mike is just going to be hacking away
Yeah.
in your ear.
It's getting worse. So I don't know at what point. I'm sorry. I've already got a mouthful of lozenges. I just feel like I'm in this weird spot. Like I've taken too many days off in the last few years that I can't anymore, that everybody already hates me. So
Listen,
I can't. And
you know,
so I feel like I have to be here even when I don't want to be here. But
Mike, I speak on behalf of the listeners because, as you know, I was a listener before you took away my daily listening and you forced me to become a host. No, I'm just kidding. But on behalf of the listeners, Mike, I am here to tell you it's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We know that you're there. We know that you're you're in
I'm
it.
surrounded
Like
by
you just sometimes you just need a day off. I mean, I'm forever canceling meetings or like rescheduling meetings. 'Cause I'm like,
really.
yeah, not I should change that. Not like meetings with clients, but like one-on-one meetings that I have with like people who report to me and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I have like recurring calls with them every Tuesday. And sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, I can't today, which happened today, by the way. I texted my group and I was like, I don't think we need to do this today.
It's not that. It's because I have no problem. If this was just a meeting right now, totally off air with you and I said a meal. I would be like, Ames, I'm not feeling it today. You know, I'll text you in the morning. We'll regroup. The problem is there's people listening that count on it. That's wherein lies the problem, where it's like, you don't want to disappoint people. And I always hear from them when I do, even though they always try to be nice about it. It's still,
you know what? You're all a bunch of dick lickers. If you are you're writing in to bitch at someone.
No, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. I'm here to
It's okay. They you know, and it's my own fault. You know, you shouldn't care. It is what it is. You know, and they're just fucking with you. They do what we do. So you can't be mad at them.
They just want to get your goat, Mike.
They're attacking goats, and they're some of the finest people on earth that do it. So, and they're not even thinking along those lines. They just throw shit out and you're like, yeah, they're right. I am a piece of shit. This stinks. So when you already feel that way about yourself, it just amplifies it. So it is what it is, but we're here. We're hanging in there. I'm in a sweatshirt. It's like 105 outside. I'm in a sweatshirt. Hey, Amy, fuck you, Victoria. You know, this bullshit of hi, Amy. Like, I don't exist. You know, there's another fucking person sitting here that feels like shit,
Mike,
Vic.
With that language, with that kind of mouth, you are not going to get any love from my mom.
Hey, she's not my mom.
Mom, you could at least say hi to Amy.
That is so rude.
She called you my little friend. So she could at least say, hey, Amy and little friend.
Yeah. Hey, Amy. That's meant for a text to Amy, not the fucking show, Vic.
My mom is the worst texter.
Is she?
The worst. Is your mom a good texter?
Not really. She's not great. She's one of the oopsie. I'm just kidding, Vic. You're great. You know I love you. No, my mom's okay. She sometimes I can be like, this is the fourth time I've fucking asked you this.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these. I'm one of these texters that will like ask 8 things and I don't go like question, send, statement, send, question, send, question, send, statement, send. I go, here's 3 paragraphs, take it and do what you will. And then someone responds with like, that sounds good, or yep, or so, and you're just like, I asked you 4 pointed questions in that text. Like, what's the matter with you?
Yeah, that's super irritating. My mom, she lacks like emotion in her texts, which I find to be annoying.
Yeah.
Like you send her something funny and she'll just be like, but like no exclamation or anything, or LOL, no exclamation point.
Yeah.
Like it's just the most like vanilla texting ever.
Sure.
And I got to show you what I texted her today, and she didn't respond, and I'm offended. So this is a good opportunity to call her out because
By
I
the way,
sent this in.
what your mom did there with the high aims, you're probably going to get to the point where I am with my mom, which is I'll listen to the show to see how you're doing, what's going on
Mike,
with you.
She said that to me 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Literally said that to me 2 days ago. She's like, well, if I want to see you and I want to see how you're doing, I just tune into the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what she says.
Yeah. That's what we deal with.
Mike, so I sent this, my mom's history of being a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
She was a special ed teacher.
Yeah.
And I sent this in a group chat today to my sister and my mom, and my mom didn't respond.
Okay. Are you pulling something up?
Yeah, I'm trying, but it's saying unable to screen share. Oh no.
Unable to screen share? Can you read it to me?
Why aren't I able to screen share this? That's annoying.
This is a disaster.
Total disaster. Okay, 1 second. Let me try again. Let me just try something. Okay.
I'll give you an update on my mom. She had a lumpectomy the other day.
Oh, Mike, how did it go?
Good. She's doing great, for those that are asking. So it came down to, and I'm terrible with this because I want to just think of my mom as like always healthy, always good. La, 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 la. Don't tell me what's going on, the bad stuff. So I'm terrible. I'm a terrible sounding board. It makes it seem uncaring. And the reality is I care so much. I can't deal with the bad. Like I'm a pussy. And so it's like my brother and sister will deal with the adult part of this. And then they'll fill me in on what I need to know. I'm on a need to know basis. So it can come off like I don't care that much or I'm insensitive. And it's the exact opposite. I'm too caring and sensitive. So it's very, very difficult for me. At least that's what I tell myself. That's how I cope. But she had the lesser of the two, what could be really bad surgeries. One is like, so women that have had breast cancer know more about this. And I'm going to sound really uninformed, ill-informed, if you will, about it. She had the lesser of them. Her surgeon was like, I can get in there. And with these 3 procedures, I can knock this out without having to do. And so they apparently got everything and we're on the mend, and she should be on the pickleball court in 3 weeks. So,
nice. Very good, Mike. Very good.
So I actually reached out to my sister and I was like, so are we happy about this? Was this? And she's like, oh, this is fantastic. This is
good.
The best.
You're like, tell me how to feel.
How am I supposed to respond to this?
Or should I feel sad?
Should I be very, very upset? Are we going to be okay? And so she's like, no, this is great news. And so my mom claims she's doing great, which is good.
Happy to hear it. Can you see the picture that's on the screen, Mike?
Yes.
Can you read the text?
He looks like.
Don't look at the guy. The guy's irrelevant. Just read the text.
Like the sentence at the top?
Yeah, can you see it?
Because this is just a video. If you're late to special ed, that one?
Yeah.
Is it okay for the teacher to call you tardy?
My mom didn't respond.
That's funny as shit. Come on. It
says if you're late to special ed, is it okay for the teacher to call you tardy?
Yeah. I'm almost more disappointed that this is the first time I've heard this joke.
I know.
Like
Mike, I had the exact same reaction.
Yeah. Like
I was like, that's a great joke. Why haven't I heard that before?
Yeah, that should be one. And maybe if your mom was what's the word? Considerate, she would write back and go, that is common in our field. That is day one first grade special ed.
Exactly. Yes.
You get the tardy joke out of the way.
Yes, Mike. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Or was she might just still be in shock that she hasn't heard it to this day.
Like, wow, she's probably heard all of them, although I don't think the students would say them.
She texted me and think it was funny.
Of course you didn't. Of course, Vic didn't. Has Vic found anything?
Punny. It's punny.
Yeah. You know me with
if
puns.
it's not funny, it's punny. It's at least punny.
Yeah. And it is funny.
It is funny.
Is she one of those ultra sensitive, can't take a joke special ed teachers?
No, she just will be like, Amy.
Yeah.
She does disappointed really well.
Ugh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she just has a way of saying like, Amy, really with that joke? But obviously I say it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I know people get really offended at the R word and stuff like that. I don't know. I've always said, especially like the Downs community, I love the Downs. The Downs,
they're the best.
They're the happiest cats on the planet.
Literally the happiest.
Yeah. I just love those guys. They're
I'll tell you, like at the school, like at the school that I coach at in that district, they do unified teams, and so they have. I think I've told you about this before, maybe, but they'll so it's with volunteer and then it's with the special ed kids from that school. And so they'll have like a unified basketball team. And so at all times you have to have 2 volunteers on the court and then 3 of the special ed kids on the court. And then they play the unified team from other schools. But what's amazing about it, Mike, it happens before the regular basketball games, like on a Friday night. And so the people who come to the basketball games, they come to the unified game and they cheer on these kids like more than they do the regular game. And it is like literally, it's the best thing all year. I love it so much. It's just so cool to watch. It's so cool to watch the kids too, like being so encouraging. And, when one of them makes a basket, the student body goes crazy and the kids are, it's just so funny. But I gotta say, I mean, a lot of traveling, a lot of double dribbles.
Sure.
A little different rules.
I don't know how it usually works in schools because, or where your mom taught, for instance, like if it was, the special ed kids went to a different school and, so I went to a school district that had like my school specifically where Jay and I went, T. Roy went, we had the special ed kids from all over Farmington Hills, all went to Harrison. So what happened was those kids didn't get made fun of. They didn't get bullied. They didn't get picked on. They became our retards. These were our kids. And so it was like, we had fun with them. I mean, we had the little rat demon, Nosage Nagatnarb, who would run you over with his ankles but that was his thing. He was a little spawn of Satan. And that's what he did. But they were our group. So like the kids, even at that age, it was like, I do remember one instance of a kid getting picked on. And it was like, hey, I actually stepped in, of all people, me. Where it was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? To a special kid
I think that's honestly like maybe the only instance these days where someone might step in a high school scenario. Otherwise, you're just getting your phones out and recording. If kids were to see that, they'd 100%.
It was a guy too who was the quarterback of the fucking football team, picking on a special needs kid for hitting on his girlfriend.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Think about that. The captain of the fucking football team, quarterback, was going to shove into lockers. Huh?
I can't believe Drew Stanton did that.
No, Drew Stanton was many, many decades
I'm just kidding.
But it was like, and an ironic twist that that kid took some stuff and isn't doing all that great these days. So,
yeah, go figure.
So, anyways, but that's what I found, and it was like, so I don't know. Did those kids that your mom taught go to like a normal school? I mean, not a normal class, but were they intermingled with students?
Yeah, at Milford High School.
Milford's huge, isn't it? Isn't Milford huge?
Yes, Milford
Like
is huge.
thousands of kids.
Yeah. But so yeah, I mean she had like special needs kids, but then she started a program where she would find the high kids jobs, and then she'd go
Oh,
visit them
cool.
on the job site, and they'd get like on the job experience, but then they'd get class credits too. So my mom would find them jobs at like McDonald's or
Yeah.
at grocery stores, like getting carts and stuff. And then my mom would just go there and like make sure they were doing everything right, and do evaluations so they could get like real world experience and stuff. So she started that program, and I think it's still going to this day.
Yeah. McDonald's got on that train early. They must have got subsidized quite heavily.
Yes.
Because they were doing that a lot. I remember in the 90s even, McDonald's was like, oh, the whole front line is,
Yeah. And that's why whenever I just remember at a very young age, my mom telling me, put your grocery cart away because it's my students that are out there gathering these grocery carts in the snow, and, make sure that they're all just there and they don't have to walk around the whole parking lot. So, there's
but then
always.
but if you do your job, then you're putting them out of a job. Vic doesn't, she's reading this all wrong.
Well, no. No, but I mean, have to get them from fewer places.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're dickheads that don't return their cart.
Yeah. I'm a 100% of the time return the cart back to where I got it guy.
Yes. No question.
I used to be lift up the front wheels and put it on the island.
Yes. I used maybe like a couple of times in high school. I think I did that. But
yeah.
In my adult life, always return.
Yeah, I've gotten like, it's my thing now. I'm like known
for sure
with that. Like I don't just put it up next to the building or give it a wing and send it on its way. Get
or
it
just
close.
leave it there so the next person, fucking hits their bumper on the cart.
Yeah, I'm not that guy at all. I am return it to the stable, get it back home where it belongs. But yeah, I think, as you get older, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad Vic's listening nonetheless. At least she's
I'm sure
listening
she's tapped
to us.
out by now.
You think so? She just said hello.
Yeah,
make sure Amy's alive.
She just pops in to see me and then she dips out.
Yeah. She looks healthy. Good enough. Yeah. She's smiling. She's all right.
She doesn't look sickly.
I wanted to. Did you see James Comey's video? Have you seen his Taylor Swift video?
Oh, no. Dude, I have not.
I want to go through every second of it. Like it's the creepiest video I've seen in a long time. I got to be honest with you. And I had to do like background, like this can't be real. This has got to be AI, right? And AI was like, dude, that's what I thought, but it's fucking real. He posted this. And I don't know what his end game is here. So he threw this video out there. He has a new coping mechanism to deal with the bad blood he has with Trump, and that's listening to Taylor Swift. He's apparently some longtime Swiftie.
Is he singing Bad
Hey, everybody,
Blood?
welcome back to my Substack. Last week's cold turns out to have been COVID, quite a flashback. And Donald Trump is still president and still humiliating America on a national stage, standing next to Vladimir Putin. It's like a dream, a bad dream you can't wake up from. But I don't want to.
So would you prefer that Trump not speak to Vladimir Putin? Is that the best answer? Former FBI director, weirdo, creep, loser. This is going to get so much weirder too. What would you expect the president of the United States to do with Putin and Ukraine? Ignore him because he's bad. He's a dictator who you disagree with, so we don't meet with him. There's been more progress made.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Insane. The amount of libtard morons posting the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Oh, we rolled out a red carpet. We flew a B-52. Or, hey, it's with his best friend. Like, there has been more progress made in the last 2 weeks than the previous 3.5 years, for the record. Right. So correct. What would you like?
Instead of just like,
it's insane.
Oh, let's just demonize him and them and their position and ignore him and just make him out to be this bad guy because we need someone to blame all of our fucking problems on because we've been blaming Russia for decades. Whereas Trump's like, yeah, this dude's a bad guy. Generally, like he's done bad shit, but also
right. The world's full of them.
Exactly. So have we. Yeah. Newsflash. So has the United States.
Yeah.
FYI. Including Obama. Everyone's fucked up. All the presidents have taken action that has taken life. So, to act like you don't sit down with your enemies is so fucking naive and stupid. It is
childish.
It's so childish.
Yeah.
Mike. So childish.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not how you get shit done in the real world.
You don't understand. Do people not understand what we're dealing with Russia and Ukraine? Like, Zelensky was cute. The little guy put on his little suit yesterday, showed modicum of respect to the president of the United States. That was funny. He wore his little size small T-shirt for his one meeting, and then when he went to the White House, he threw on a black suit.
Right.
I don't know what you like. Trump is almost at his wit's end with this thing, but you're not going to fix the reality of the world. And if Russia wants to, Russia will run roughshod over Ukraine, period. End of story. So this guy is trying to come in and settle things. Did you see Hillary Clinton's tweet the other day about, if Trump can get this without any, if he can end the war in Ukraine, that was the headline. If he can end the war in Ukraine and Russia without any concessions for Ukraine to give up any of their land, I will personally nominate him for a Nobel Peace. It's like, are you dreaming, lady? Do you think Russia's going to be like, oh yeah, take Crimea back and go ahead, take the Donbass, whatever. Do you think that's going to happen? No. There are going to be concessions. That's the way this works. That's the way the world works for adults and real people. He wants to stop the fighting and the killing going on. Zelensky's going to demand security. Good luck, little man. No, you don't get to demand security from anybody. NATO is off the table, period. That has been the point that Vladimir Putin has been making for decades at this point. No NATO. How would we feel about putting Mexico announces they've got a new deal with China, and they're going to put China on the Mexican border and their security forces on the Mexican. Do you think America would be like, damn, they got us? Or do you think we'd go, hold on a second, fuck off? No, no.
Yeah.
Tried it in Cuba once. How'd that go? They're driving 1950s cars in Cuba still.
Right.
Right? That's how that went.
I do want to go there.
So
I feel like that would be really cool.
I know it does look cool in videos, but
just like a step back in time.
But dude, no GPS in your cars. That would suck to drive around in one of those things in Cuba.
Yeah. I mean, I'd end up like Amy Bradley.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you'd be giving handies on the beach.
I go off to get some weed. Yeah. Exactly. With some dude in Cuba, and now I'm on some website, and you guys are just out here fucking
You'd
talking
look cute
about
on that website, though, in those panties just bent over, looking back. You would.
Yeah. And they're like, gosh, is that
I'm pretty
Amy?
sure.
I can't tell. She looks so
thin. She looks great.
She looks so coked out and thin.
All right, let's go back to badass here.
But I don't want to talk about that bad dream this week. I want to talk about a truly inspirational public figure named Taylor Swift. Of course, I watched her podcast interview with the Kelsey brothers. Of course, I watched the whole thing, although on YouTube, Patrice and I got kicked off for the last 15 minutes and finished it on her phone. But I watched it. You see, Taylor Swift and I go way back. I went to my first concert of hers 15 years ago. I've been to a second, and I have helped financially support the attendance of a lot of family members at others.
What?
That is a weird thing.
Does that mean you bought tickets for your daughter? Like, I financially support the attendance of concerts of Taylor Swift for family. Like
what?
Is this creepy and weird?
AKA he's probably bought like suites, and you know, tens of people have been in there and leached off of him.
Because he's the FBI director who's 6'10" and can throw his power and authority around. Probably give him a suite.
Right.
This is just so creepy.
Okay, I need clarification though. Is he's going with his child to these concerts, or he's going himself as a fan?
I think both. Let's see.
But I watched it.
Because going just by himself as a fan is
weird as shit, right? Yeah.
Very weird.
Swift and I go way back. I went to my first concert of hers 15 years ago. I've been to a second, and I have helped financially support the attendance of a lot of family members at others.
Financially support the attendance. Yeah. Like,
at first I was like, where's he going with this? Is he saying, I thought he was going to be like, and I financially supported her tours. Like, I thought he was going somewhere. I financially supported her getting her, original records back, like something, but that was just such a weird thing to say.
Weird. This would be acceptable for him. Like, I don't know how else to put this. Like 15 years ago, okay, if his daughter was 12 and it was like, oh my God, she's the biggest Taylor Swift fan on the planet. I'm going to be the dad that drives the 12-year-old and her friends to the concert and goes there.
Because I've got the hookup. I'm the CEO, or I'm the FBI director.
Right.
So, yeah.
Like anything other than that is creepy and weird. I'm sorry.
Correct. And I feel like if your daughter is no longer in the house, why are you tuning into Taylor Swift things? Like, I don't think my mom is tuning into, watch like Eminem and Dr. Dre things just because I listened to them when I was growing up.
Right. I don't know. There's just so Comey's daughter, Maureen, and I don't know how many daughters he has, was fired, shit-canned by the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office by the Trump administration last month. So that puts her in her 30s, probably.
Yeah, she's my age.
How old's Comey? Yeah. So 15 years ago, he went to his first concert, and since then he's seen... Okay.
I'm in a family's Swiftie group chat. I know all her music, and I listen to it in my headphones when I cut the grass. So yes, I have a favorite of hers, although honestly, for me, it's a tie between All Too Well, 10-minute version, and Exile featuring Bon Iver.
As you're watching this man in a suit and tie give this video...
Who knows the country's like deepest fucking secrets?
Yeah.
By the way.
Think of this. If this video, you were watching this, and he wasn't well-known former FBI director James Comey, he was just Bill from down the street. How fucking weird would this video be? How creepy would this video be if he was just Bill from down the street?
What a concept. Mike.
This is
Bill would have feds at his door taking his computers ASAP.
Yes. If Bill was district regional manager of some company in your town.
Of like the fucking shoe store.
Yeah. He's working at the local shoe store.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Taylor Swift has grown up with my family and provided us a soundtrack, really, as we've grown ourselves and learned and adapted.
It's so true, though, right?
I need to watch it from the beginning now.
Dude,
I need to watch it from the beginning, thinking about this as just being some random dude.
Just Bill from down the street, regional manager of a local shoe store.
Regional manager Bill.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to my Substack. Last week's cold turns out to have been COVID.
We're at the weekly barbecue at the end of the street going, Amy, did you see fucking Bill's video on Substack the other day? No, what are you talking about?
It went out in the fucking neighborhood newsletter. Yeah, I saw that shit.
Quite a flashback. And Donald Trump is still president and still humiliating America on a national stage, standing next to Vladimir Putin. It's like a dream, a bad dream you can't wake up from. But I don't want to talk about that bad dream this week. I want to talk about a truly inspirational public figure named Taylor Swift. Of course, I watched her podcast interview with the Kelsey brothers. Of course, I watched the whole thing, although on YouTube, Patrice and I got kicked off for the last 15 minutes and finished it on her phone.
Irrelevant.
But I watched it.
They're bringing Patrice in.
You see, Taylor Swift and I go way back. I went to my first concert of hers 15 years ago.
Oh, Bill.
I've been to a second, and I have helped financially support the attendance of a lot of family members at others. I'm in a family's Swiftie group chat.
At this point, I'm going, hey, Ames, we're not letting the kids go near Bill anymore.
I was just about to say that.
Hey, Ames,
Bill
would you
is
do me a
no
favor?
longer invited to the cookout.
Let's not leave the kids unattended anywhere near Bill anymore.
Oh my God.
I know all her music, and I listen to it in my headphones when I cut the grass.
Yeah.
So yes, I have
When
a
I'm
favorite
driving
of
around
hers,
in my
although
windowless
honestly,
van.
For me, it's a tie between All Too Well, 10-minute version, and Exile,
Naturally.
featuring Bon Iver. Taylor Swift has grown up with my
What a
family
homo.
and provided us a soundtrack, really, as we've grown ourselves and learned and adapted and dealt with adversity and celebration. She had songs for all of it. I suspect that's something that millions of Americans have also experienced in their families. I think that's because Taylor Swift produces great art,
Right.
but also because she models something. At every stage of her career, she's shown a certain way of being that resonated with my kids and also felt right to me as a parent. And she's still doing that as a grown-up. Like a lot of you, I struggle with how to stand up to bullies without letting their meanness infect me and change me. You may have seen that the governor of California has been generating a lot of attention lately by posting on social media in a satirical way where he mocks Donald Trump and his all caps megalomania and his absurdity. And I find it very funny. Hilarious.
Hilarious even.
And I find it very funny.
Do you? He's
Even
upset
though
with bullies.
I'm not smiling or laughing.
Yeah, in a fucking suit and tie for some weird reason, giving this video.
And why are we back to talking about Donald Trump? I thought, like, what is this guy fucking doing?
Yeah. Hey, and he's talking about taking on bullies. You do realize the evidence is crystal clear for those of us that are paying attention, that for the most part have known this for 9 years, but it's crystal clear, like irrefutable now, what took place 10 years ago from actual bullies, people with actual control and power. Donald Trump was the outsider. They didn't approve of Donald Trump on any level, and they went to the most bully tactics that is still playing out today between loved ones, co-workers. This fucking clown, Bill, right here, is personally responsible for one of the biggest bully attacks we've ever seen in this country's history. Whether they're held accountable for it, or if these bullies, these untouchable bullies like Jim Comey here, are able to fool America into believing Trump's the bully still, and thank God we got Taylor Swift, Swifties? Are you kidding me, sir?
And like, why are we comparing the two? I'm just so confused. One is the president of the United States, sir. They have different fucking jobs, sir. So shut the fuck up, okay?
If he starts quoting Taylor Swift lyrics to us, I swear to God.
I'm going to pass out.
Sometimes. But I got to be honest, it also leaves me with a strange feeling at times because I don't want us to become like Trump and his followers. There are far more decent, honest, kind people in America than there are mean jerks.
Yeah, you mean the mean jerks that tried to rig the system from a duly elected president from taking office? Ones that completely sabotaged his first administration, tried to imprison him for 100 years and bankrupt him? You mean bullies like that, Jim? Are those the bullies you're talking about? Because that's the only bully I'm looking at in this creepy, weird, whatever this take is you're doing on Substack. Hostage video, yeah. With this weird backdrop, weird outfit. You're what is he, a 65-year-old man? Like,
this is very odd.
So odd.
And I still am watching it through the lens of this just being Bill from down the street, which is making it even funnier.
Yeah, he lives at the end of the cul-de-sac. Bill, you see him, wave when he's mowing his lawn.
And he's making this weird blended fucking video about, Donald Trump and Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Insane.
Of our jerks, millions of them, you may have noticed. In particular, there's a stunning coarseness and ugliness in the Republican Party today.
Yeah.
It's upsetting, but it's also a minority of America.
It's not. It's 77 million people in the majority that voted, sir.
Isn't this the guy that took 86-47?
86-47, absolutely.
Picture?
And then played dumb. Like the director of the FBI wouldn't know what 86 means.
We just stumbled across it. We just stumbled upon it.
Guy that
Me
ran
and
the
Patrice,
FBI.
We were listening to Taylor Swift and we just stumbled upon 86-47 while we were listening to the 10-minute version.
Yeah, there were just seashells in the sand. How would the director of the FBI have ever heard of 8 miles out, 6 miles deep as like a mafia reference? 86-47. No, I did no idea. In fact, Patrice, let me chuck her ass under the bus again. She encouraged me to post it on Insta. Like all us Swifties do.
Look, listen, I don't know what it's like to have a dad, but if I had one and he did this and he posted this video to his social media accounts, I would be like, Dad, take that fucking video down immediately. That's the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You're a grown-ass man talking about Taylor Swift and how she makes you feel a special way. Like, you need to stop. It's weird.
It's creepy. Like, I'm trying to think of bands. Like, I had a famous crush on Miley Cyrus. I loved the TV show.
Hannah
Montana. Hannah Montana. I fucking thought it was hilarious, and I was way too old. I was probably 30 when that show was out and relevant, and it was
imagine making a video about that.
Yeah, I had a folder with Hannah Montana, like best of both worlds. I still have it somewhere. It's got like a bunch of passwords and shit in it. It became an ongoing joke. Like Fellhauer would laugh at me for it and reference it. People would buy me, Hannah Montana shit.
Yeah.
Like even that, and it was sort of genuine. I thought the show was entertaining. I don't even remember what it was on, Disney or something, but when it was on,
Disney.
And I came into it late, whatever. The idea that I would go to a Hannah Montana concert by myself is like, it was funny. And I caught the show from time to time and was like, I'm rooting for Hannah. They don't even know she's a superstar. This is great.
Yeah.
Like, the idea that I would get in my car, go buy a ticket, and then go to a fucking show and reference lyrics. Like, no, that person needs to be looked into. Like,
but would you financially support members of your family going to her show, Mike?
Well, maybe. I certainly wouldn't put on a suit and tie like Bill here. And
this is so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's upsetting, but it's also a minority of America.
Is it?
Okay, Bill.
On the whole, we aren't like that, and we don't like that.
No.
I think that's a big part of the reason so few Americans support Donald Trump when they have to see him and that up close.
Wrong. Wrong.
Are they finished counting the votes from the election yet? Do we have a final count?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think we're still working on that.
Arizona's probably still counting.
Yeah. There's certain counties in California we're getting close.
But I do know, Mike, that Trump won.
Yes.
And he won the popular vote, too.
Is he still lecturing us on bullies right now?
I think so.
Seriously?
But I'm like so sick of this thing of that, like, nobody likes Donald Trump. Like, yeah, they do.
They love to do that. Like, regretting that vote now, aren't you? No, not even a little bit. Not even like a smidge. Like the things you think. Well, obviously you're regretting this. Not at all.
Yeah.
I don't think Trump has gone nearly far enough. That's my only critique.
Yeah.
In the things that I was serious about in voting for. I wish we could get to the levels of 5,000 migrants a day shit canned out of this country to like clear house from what the previous administration did. And we're not anywhere near that number. So no,
right.
I'm that in that respect, I suppose I'm sort of disappointed in Trump's team. So
yeah,
I guess he's not totally off. I'm a little disappointed in that.
It's not that you think he's mean.
No, I'm not worried about him being mean. I don't get my joy from politicians or my happiness either.
No.
So I'm not.
No.
I'm
I
not
also want
looking
my
for that.
politician to be a little mean. So
Yeah.
there's that.
I have no problem with my politician being a little rude, a little mean, saying it like it is. That's just me, though, and you.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
See him and that up close. And why Republicans are so worried about what's coming for them next year. And to be clear, I am not an advocate for weakness. Of course we need to stand up to jerks.
I just made a whole
defend
video
what
about
matters.
Taylor Swift.
But I think we have to try to do that without becoming like them.
Oh, yeah.
Sure,
Which is what makes me think about Taylor Swift. She's made clear that she sees Donald Trump for what he is. Last year, she urged Americans not to make the serious mistake of electing him.
How'd that work out for her?
Of course, we're now living with the consequences of that mistake. But while our elderly makeup-covered president is posting about whether Taylor Swift is still hot and declaring that he can't stand her, what's she doing? Living her best life. Producing great music and, as she urged all of us to do during the podcast, not giving the jerks power over her mind.
Who the
She
fuck
said something
does that?
about dealing with internet trolls that stuck with me. Think of your energy as if it's expensive, she said. As if it's like a luxury item.
He's really
Not everyone
quoting.
can afford it.
He's giving us quotes what Taylor Swift said on a podcast.
This is so creepy and bizarre.
This is so bizarre. Can you understand why I had to ask AI? Like, this can't be real, right?
I really enjoy reading Arthur Brooks, who writes columns about happiness in The Atlantic. I don't know if he's a Swiftie, but last week he wrote about research on the way that being rude or snarky actually hurts the rude person.
Oh.
As he wrote, when you become less polite, the alteration in your conduct can make you less happy, more depressed, and angrier about life. I know you get that even without the research. Just watch Fox News or hang around on X and you'll see what he means.
Yeah.
We can't stop people from being jerks.
Oh my
What
God.
we can do is stop it from hurting us, from changing us.
How's he going to
At
wrap
my
this up?
second
with
Taylor Swift concert in Hartford, Connecticut, 14 years ago this summer, she sang a song about this topic, asking, why you gotta be so mean? And she spoke directly to the nasty people. I bet you got pushed around. Somebody made you cold. But the cycle ends right now, because you can't lead me down that road. You'll be glad I didn't sing that.
Yeah.
That's right. Because down that road is unhappiness. Nobody should have that power over us. Thank you, Taylor Swift. Keep the faith.
Oh, arrest him.
Arrest
Bill from down the street because I know for a fucking fact he has someone tied up in his basement. So just arrest him now.
Yeah.
And that's Exhibit A.
Dude, that is the creepiest fucking video I've seen in a long time.
It's so bizarre. And also, by the way, like BTW Bill, that's just what I'm going to call him now because fuck James Comey. Bill, the message is far less effective coming from you, Bill.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, there's a reason that Taylor Swift is who she is. She might not be everybody's cup of tea. Some people might find her annoying, but like, let's leave that message to Taylor Swift and you just focus on being a total fucking weirdo. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, repeating Taylor Swift's message as if somehow you're going to deliver it better is so retarded.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was so, and he was like oddly whispering.
Yeah.
And it was very odd. It was like seductive.
What do you think because Taylor's going to get wind of that video. That's going to creep her out, right? Like, I don't know what Taylor is. Taylor's like a middle-aged woman now who focuses on breakup songs. That's what she does. She breaks up with a guy and then she writes pointed lyrics with that are catchy, very good hooks. She's very good at writing hooks and whoever's writing melodies for her, they're very poppy and catchy, and they're creative in the, much like Eminem is creative in his wordplay. Taylor Swift is one of those too. She's a poet. So, but like, what the hell is Jim Comey talking about?
crazy.
Why
Do
on
you
earth?
think that it would be more likely that Taylor will convince Travis to vote Democrat, or Travis will get Taylor to vote Republican?
Probably the latter.
Taylor voting Republican?
Yeah, I could see that.
I think in the last election, this is my prediction. This is how I think it went down. I think he was probably like, yes, honey, trust me, I am not going to vote for Donald Trump. I promise you, I would never do that. I'm definitely voting for Kamala. Got into the booth, or however he voted, filling out his absentee ballot, voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But I could see in the future, I could see her voting Republican for anybody but Trump, because she's from like the South, you know,
Yeah.
like I feel like she was raised that way. And I don't know.
Do you
Like
know
I could
people
see her
that did
voting
that?
Republican.
Do you know people that did that were like, yeah, I would never? That almost that silent majority they talk about, because I personally know people that did that.
I think
that were
I
like,
did
it's not worth the headache in my social circles. It's not worth it at home.
For sure the first time around, but the second time around, people didn't give a shit. They were like, yeah, I'm voting for Trump.
I knew people in California the second time around, even, that were like,
well,
you know what?
Yeah,
Don't
California
repeat this. Don't repeat this, but I did.
It's different from Michigan, but
crazy. That is totally I think
bizarre.
you need to put eyes on a guy like that, though. That seems so unstable and creepy, like crawl space bodies hidden creepy.
And that guy knows pretty much everything about our intelligence. So
yeah. Yep.
In good hands.
Let me do a couple reads. I don't know how long we'll go here. So
Okay.
This part of the show is brought to you by the Deer Lake Athletic Club in Clarkston. They offer adult, junior tennis, pickleball, swim lessons, junior swim team. Fitness classes are included with membership in their gym, cycle room, and 3 pools. The backcourt restaurant inside the Deer Lake Athletic Club is open to the public with weekly dinner specials and kids' meals for just $5 on Thursdays and live entertainment on the weekend. I started thinking about Bill. Just the thought of that not being Jim Comey, just anyone else, any random asshole who lives at the end of the cul-de-sac and is the assistant manager at a shoe store in your local town. How creepy that video is on its face. It hit me as I was reading the read. I'm sorry. Book your holiday party before Thanksgiving in their banquet center to qualify for their banquet specials. Visit their website, deerlakeathleticClub.com, for more info, or call them today at 248-625-8686. Also, Monsters with Roops. They're having a doggy pool party with a doggy biscuit bar on September 7th. Call them at 248-625-8686. Also, this part of the show is brought to you by your insurance expert. Are you paying too much for health insurance? Are you uninsured? Health insurance can be very confusing. Nick Matthews is here to clear it up for you. He is your insurance expert in health insurance, life insurance, Medicare supplements, of course, so you don't have to be. Call Nick Matthews today, 248-914-1173. The
Mike,
NFL is...
hang on, there's been an update on Hank Winchester. I don't know if you saw that or not over on the West Coast.
I have that story. We can go there next.
Oh, okay. I was just...
Yeah, you talking about the fact that he did an episode with Kelly Stafford?
Listen to it, but I also, before that podcast, I feel like there was a news story that came out that he was cleared of all the allegations, and then he went on the podcast.
Yes.
So there was a news story, like they did officially come out and say he's clear. It's not just him like saying that.
Yes. I have that here. That I saw that broke, I think, this afternoon. Could have been last night. I'm not sure. WDIV reporter. So we'll see what happens with that, because he was suspended or, pending an investigation.
Yes.
DIV president.
He should presumably get his job back.
Absolutely. So DIV vice president and GM Bob Ellis stated the station has reached out to Winchester to discuss the next steps. So I wasn't going to listen to the whole episode. It's like 40 minutes long. And I just saw it before we started, so I haven't even had a chance to go through it. But he did return to the morning after with Kelly Stafford and Hank Winchester. He talked about the worst 9 weeks of his life. I didn't know all this. I've lost both my parents. I've had testicular cancer. I've gone through a divorce. Nothing compares to this. And then he gets some masseuse saying he got a little handsy. Wasn't that the report?
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they raided his house, which was so bizarre.
Is that... I don't know what that means. Do they always raid a house if an accusation is made, or is it because it's Hank Winchester, known local personality? Like if I just went...
No.
If I said to the cops, if I went to the cops and said, I went over to Amy and Rocky's house. Rocky's this fabulous masseuse, and he got a little handsy with my buttocks during the massage. Would they kick your doors in and start rifling through all your electronics? Or would they need a little more?
Well, they wouldn't if there was they definitely would not if there was a dead cop on my lawn.
No.
I know that for sure.
They wouldn't even enter the premises if there was a dead cop on your lawn.
If I got wind that Rocky did touch your buttocks inappropriately, I would just put a dead cop on the lawn, and then that would solve all the issues.
Right. That's true.
But if I didn't have access to a dead cop to put on the lawn, then maybe my thought is that the massage parlor they had some inkling or evidence that massage parlor is related to sex trafficking or, that sort of thing, human trafficking, whatever it might be. And when they got wind of Hank Winchester, it was like, well, let's get his shit and see what he's into and see if he's part of this ring or if he has any further information. So, I mean, I think if it were just some random dude, like they just might like to contact your attorney and be like, hey, we have a warrant for the phone. But I think if they suspect you of maybe being part of something bigger, they want to catch you off guard, they're going to come in and raid your house. You
wouldn't think an allegation would be enough to be like, yeah, we're coming to get all your like you need to have some sort of evidence.
There
needs to be like a series of dog bites on your arm or some broken taillights in the street, something. In order for them to go, okay,
even that,
let's look into this further. It's weird. Do most people still go to, like, I remember having those days when I would go to a masseuse. There were a series of them in kind of by Buddy's Pizza on Northwestern. There's a series of Thai establishments. I've been to some of those. I also knew a masseuse. And then from then on in my life, it was like, she would come over like once a month back in the day, 20 years ago.
Yeah. I get monthly massages.
G and Amanda, they get massages quite frequently from a friend of theirs. Girl comes over, brings a table. It's all done in the house. And they know her. That's personally the masseuse. I would think someone like Hank Winchester wouldn't be stumbling into fucking places that. So I just had the thought in my head that this took place at Hank's house. That someone was going to Hank's house and get a massage, some altercation or some incident took place, and then it was like, yeah, Hank did something. But maybe you're right. Maybe it was he went into an establishment, because I do know, and this is more of a guy thing than a girl thing, I'm sure. I have multiple friends, because I used to take great offense at this. I've never gotten a happy ending at a massage place. Not that I'm opposed to it. If someone had offered, it would have been like, I got 20 minutes. Yeah, let's go with that. I would have been told my morals are shit. I would have been.
Yeah, you would have. You would not have turned it down.
I would have been just fine with that. No one's propositioned me. No one's ever tickled my bag and said like, "Would you care to go further?" Nothing. And so I'm like, what is it about me that do I look like fed? What is the problem here? I know lots of guys I've talked to over the years that are like, oh yeah, you just go to the one at 10 and blah blah blah, and yeah, they'll take care of you. Like. Lots of guys know where these places are. Lots of them.
Right.
So the cops also know what the places are.
Correct.
So do we know any details? Has anything come out about?
I don't know anything.
And it sounds like Hank's been cleared, which is great news.
But dude. Yeah. 9 weeks of people thinking, although it really was more just a couple days. It was like the first initial days of like, holy shit, they raided Hank Winchester's house. What the fuck? And then today where it was like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. And but it's not like every single day for the last 9 weeks, people were like, man, we just can't believe Hank Winchester.
I'll have to ask Drew. Because I know Drew knows Hank. Wasn't he doing Drew's show for a while?
Yes. Yeah, he totally does.
Hank's a really nice guy. I've
seems
met
like
him a couple
dude.
times.
I
I don't
find Kelly
know him at all. I wouldn't consider Hank someone I know, but yeah.
I find Kelly to be a little bit unbearable.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard for me to watch that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have yet to meet the person who goes, have you heard Kelly Stafford? She's got a lot of great things to say. You should check out her show. Like that person I've never met.
Yeah. It's kind of funny because I have this weird love-hate relationship with her because I generally hate how she conducts herself. Mm-hmm. However, her personality in terms of like the shit she finds funny, the way that she has like this sarcastic sense of humor, I identify with that. So I could see myself like getting along with her, but then I find her very annoying in terms of like, if my husband was a quarterback, I wouldn't be going on the internet and like popping off all the time about
she's super vocal
and like
and
saying
outspoken.
Like our practice and our team and we are injured and
Yeah. No, she talked a lot of shit at times, and it was like, you just want to tell them to shut up when it's like, you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Shut up. No one wants to hear from you. But I don't know. Is it fair? She's a female. If it was a guy like her that was blasting off with his opinions, would people care so much? Or is it because it's Kelly Stafford and there's a privilege that comes with that people don't want to hear from you? There's probably a bit of both there. But anyways, so just the details on the story is first, it was his first appearance on this podcast since a local TV station. And I think this is the USA Today article that I got this from. So was that local 2? Did Fox 2 report that? Because it wouldn't have been DIV, or was it Channel 7?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Said that he was being investigated for sexual misconduct and that his home in Beverly Hills had been searched. August 15th, Winchester's attorney, Neil Rockin, said he had been exonerated and cleared, describing his victim as his client as the victim of a baseless and unfounded allegation. The Oakland County Prosecutor's Office said that the Beverly Hills PD had presented their findings, and it was concluded there was no cause to file any charges against Mr. Winchester. Well, the damage is done, first off. The fact that his name was out there and it was reported by local stations means there is a certain percentage of the public that goes, oh, yeah, the guy that gets handsy and massages. The gay guy that gets handsy and massages is what's going to be out there. So he also talked philosophically about what he has learned from the more than 2 months he spent mostly at home as the investigation proceeded. It's an opportunity for me to take a step back and say, like, okay, this happened. What's the lesson? What can be learned? How can it make life better? And as much as it was insane and horrific and devastating, I have to lean into that. And that's what I'm doing. Stafford discussed how angry she felt about the way you were painted in the past 9 weeks is the complete opposite of the man you are. This is where the media has got to do a better job. Okay, Kelly, you have no idea what Hank is like in his personal time any more than Hank has an idea of what you're like in your personal time. It's just the way it is.
I think he's the godfather of some of her kids.
Yeah. But that's just the reality. I mean, we learn this lesson over and over. I could be living a secret life that you're completely unaware of. You don't, but you got to be careful about that. And I guess she doesn't. I don't know. She challenged the media to get on your computers and report the new news. Okay, we're here. We're reporting the new news.
Right.
I don't know what else can be.
Yeah, and like give us new news to report and we'll talk about it. But
your podcast is getting traction today, Kelly, because of this news. So she challenged the media to report this. Blah, blah. Winchester said he has the utmost respect for police and prosecutors. I will let you know that there was an allegation that was made against me by someone, and police have a responsibility in these situations to investigate allegations. but they should also take the time to investigate the person making the allegation. Yeah. That would be kind of hard to do double investigations on everybody making a claim and the person they're making a claim against. Trust me, I know I'm putting on this happy face or whatever, but I mean, like, this was a very, very incredibly dark chapter in my life. Adding that for anyone listening who's going through a tough challenge, you're going to be okay. What's important to me today is much different than what was important to me before this started. He did not address the status of his work at DIV. We'll see where that goes. My guess is they'll be like, want to start on Wednesday?
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
I mean, so if he was on paid leave, presumably he's just been getting paid this whole time. And, but if he wasn't, then they would for sure owe him back pay, I would think.
Yep.
And
for sure. What I hate about these things, you get this, like, you're on a podcast here. Hank is with Kelly. You're cleared of these charges. They're not bringing any charges. This is the time when the reporter, storyteller in you goes, folks, here's what went down. I went for a massage.
100%.
Some fucking clown recognized who I was. Some of the smaller details involved, you don't have to give names. You don't have to give locations. You don't have to dox anybody. But you can kind of clear up. What was it like when all of a sudden there's a knock on the door or a fucking battering ram through the door and they're grabbing all your electronics and like,
dude.
Right?
Fuck all of that noise.
Oh, the phone part. Ooh.
Dude, I know. Well, we were talking to Turtle Boy about that. It's like, God, that
and I didn't like
of,
Turtle Boy's answer. Like, dude, I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Like, because that, like, going through your head of everything. And, Hank's a gay guy. Like, the snapshot images that maybe are going to turn him on a little bit that we all probably have in our phones somewhere.
Or the shit that is like, oh my God, that's going to be taken out of context.
Oh,
dude,
if you could see my texts with friends,
for sure,
whether it's me and Newberg, me and Amy, me and Henson, holy shit. I mean, me and Henson, you would think we were in a gay relationship together. It is constantly about, well, when you pull out of that guy's ass, will you fucking not bust on the floor? And then Amy and I'll meet you in there for a show. Like, that's what we text each other. Constant. Like, if you were to take mine and Greg Henson's text out of context and just, if I got a dry read in a courtroom with that, there's no coming back from it.
The amount of times that I've said that I'm burying Rocky alive in the backyard, if he was ever found dead in the backyard, it'd be a big problem.
If he had dog bites,
they wouldn't come in the house, though. If he was a cop, it wouldn't be a problem.
No, actually, it would probably, at this point, you've talked so much about burying Rocky in your yard on this show and in text that it would be too convenient. It'd be like, okay, if Rocky ends up dead,
she wouldn't really.
She's bragged about it openly on podcasts.
Someone's framing her because they knew she was going to do that.
And if you're listening right now and you've got some beef with Rocky, don't think you can murder him and throw him in the backyard of Amy's house because
don't do it.
These statements by Amy exist out there. Don't. You're going to get caught anyways.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
And just because I have life insurance and it's going to look like I benefited, oh my goodness.
You're going to be a sweet beneficiary.
Well, I know, because when you're so young, life insurance through work is so cheap. It's like an extra $3 per paycheck and you get a shit ton of insurance, like way more than I would need.
The earning potential and potential for growth earning, like all of that is right there on the table. So it's nothing. Yeah, it's like motorcycle insurance. It's like $1.
Right.
Oh shit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna on the sly text Drew and be like, what's the real story with Hank? He probably knows better than to tell me anything, but
just be like,
I want to know, like,
off the record.
You're doing a podcast now. If there's nothing you need to hide from, then
then
come on, ma'am.
Unless he's like, still involved in the investigation, but he's just providing information.
It says cleared of
And
all.
it's not over yet.
Cleared of all charges or something, right?
Well, yeah, but maybe he's assisting in maybe the investigation is ongoing. His part in it is irrelevant. Yeah, like he's been cleared, but maybe it's still an ongoing investigation, so he can't talk about it.
My guess is if
you know?
that was the case, we would not be talking about the last 9 weeks of hell, that he wouldn't be talking at all about it until we got clear of that. Do you know what I mean? So if there was still some sort of like other investigation going on, you would say that and be like, there's a current investigation ongoing to the clown that tried to frame me or whatever, or you wouldn't say anything. I think this is Dunsky. I think this is over.
Yeah, but couldn't it be a situation where there's this trafficking ring happening out of this massage parlor? Hank Winchester just happens to, stroll in there one day and he finds a masseuse he likes, and now he's going there weekly and getting jacked off at the end of his massages. And so they're investigating him as part of this larger investigation. But then they seize his devices, they go through him, and they're like, okay, he just liked this masseuse guy. He's not involved in like trafficking other people. And so they could say he's cleared, like his part of the investigation is cleared, but it could just be part of a larger investigation. So in that instance, I think it would be appropriate for him to be like, yeah, I've been cleared, because he's probably been told that. But I would venture to say there's probably something bigger.
Would they go to that extent to like, they made a big deal, dude? That's not for nothing to report that you went and collected devices from someone.
Well, they had to present evidence to a judge to get probable cause to even get a warrant.
Right.
So, I mean, but again, that probable cause could have been he's gone to this massage parlor, 10 times in the last 10 days. And, we have reason to believe that there's, illegal activity going on in there. Like, that's all it has to be, which is why it's even more ridiculous that they didn't go into 34 Fairview. But I digress. It's really easy, I think, to get a judge to sign off on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like they had to present a shit ton of evidence,
right?
To get a warrant.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's brutal. Saying they seize your electronic devices is just like, man,
dude.
Everyone's just assuming the worst. Obviously, like kiddie porn.
Of course.
That was that had to be everybody's first.
By the way, I am getting to the point where I raise an eyebrow every time they talk about 10,000 images found on someone's computer. Like like that just seems like it's thrown around now like it's such a scarlet letter. Like if you want to just destroy somebody, it used to be like calling someone a racist or like the pedophile one. Like it doesn't matter. It's almost like people, that's all they need to hear. It's like, we checked his devices, 10,000 images. It's like of some nature. I don't know. It seems like politically we're seeing that all the time now. Where it was like,
I feel like that's just like they accessed a website that has a bunch of pictures on it.
Right, but it gives off.
You know what I mean?
I do. That could be. I never thought about that part of it. It's like, they went to underagekids.com.
Like,
and there's 100.
Yeah, for sure. There's 10,000 images on it, and it's not like they're necessarily saving. I don't fucking know. I have no idea how that world works. I think there's also probably scenarios where you can buy images, and there's probably creeps that have done that and have them saved.
That dark web is a whole other.
Never been there. Don't even know.
Don't know how to get there. I'm glad I don't know how to get there.
Do I go from my regular browser? Like, do I just type in dark web?
You need to be one of the nerds. The nerds know how. They know where.
Travis lives on the dark web, I bet.
Yeah. As a CIA agent, he probably does.
Yeah.
Ron, God knows. What Ron has seen. Yeah, I'm glad. It's like if you went to mine.
Like, if someone were to tell me, get me to the dark web, they had a gun to my head and they're like, you're going to die unless you take me to the dark web, I would not know how to get there.
I would start by Googling.
I wouldn't know what to do.
I'd go to like darkweb.com.
Dark web. I would Google, how do you get to the dark
Yeah.
web?
And then I'd get an FBI phone call.
Like, is it a portal? Is it a portal?
Will you go on your phone
And I
Google
don't.
how to get?
No, you Google it. No, I have a work phone. You Google it.
Okay. Should I Google it? How do I even get on you?
Ask Grok. Ask Grok.
For research purposes. How
For research purposes only. What is the
I
dark
get
web?
onto the dark web? How do I get onto the dark web? Let's see if it says anything. Okay. I wanted it to talk. This thing always fucking talks when I don't want it to. And now I want it to, and it doesn't. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It knows exactly how to do it. Holy shit.
So
I don't know if we should learn
how do you
this.
do it? Give me just a hint.
Okay, you need to download the Tor browser. It's already over my head.
That sounds like it's contained with viruses. Like it just has so many viruses.
Tor. The Tor browser is the primary tool for accessing the dark web. It routes your internet traffic, through a series of encrypted nodes to anonymize. And see, I don't even know what the word is.
Anonymize.
Thank you. Your activity. Only download it from the official Tor project website, torproject.org, to avoid fake or malicious versions.
So
I want
to
use a reputable VPN. That's a virtual private network, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Before opening the Tor browser, connect to a trusted VPN to mask your IP address and encrypt your connection. This adds an extra layer of anonymity, as your internet service provider can see you're using Tor without a VPN. Look for a VPN with strong encryption, no logs policy. Yeah, we don't want a logs policy. Well, no logs.
Yeah.
No logs. How strong is your no logs policy? I'm just asking for a friend. And features like a kill switch, like NordVPN or Proton VPN. Install and configure
a kill switch.
Yeah, we're getting into serious shit. I want to ask it. Well, then how come you keep getting busted with hundreds of thousands of pictures of kitty porn on everybody's? Yeah.
They forgot to connect to the.
Did no one use a kill switch?
Their VPN user had their VPN provider kept logs.
Yeah, they forgot to do the no logs one. That's how these guys are all getting busted, with kitty porn all over their stuff.
Oh man.
Sorry.
It's okay, Mike.
Okay. Install and configure the Tor. Access .onion sites. I don't even know what a .onion site is. I don't.
Me either. This is brand new information to my brain.
The dark web uses .onion addresses, which are not accessible via regular browsers. You'll need specific URLs, and standard search engines like Google don't index these sites. Let's see.
So how do you Google something on the dark web?
Use trusted directories like the Hidden Wiki or dark web search engines like DuckDuckGo. We could use the DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo. Of course.
DuckDuckGo's .onion version, Achmea, or Torch. They all have nerd language. It just gets too nerd for me.
This is a whole world that I had no idea.
Am I on a list now? I'm probably on a list now because I'm not on a no logs thing right now.
I was just about, X keeps logs.
Dude, you think I have a kill switch and a no logs thing on this browser? Think again. I'm going to get tagged with 100,000 images. I know I am.
Okay, but that's crazy though.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to go to Silk Road back in the day, is this how you had to do it?
Probably.
Silkroad.onion.
Okay, hold on. Why access the dark web? It's used by journalists. We're journalists essentially.
Well,
right?
Yeah.
Activists and whistleblowers for secure communication, especially in oppressive regimes. If you're curious, consider safer alternative while watching YouTube video. Oh, we could watch YouTube videos on the dark web. I'll walk us through it.
If there's people that are putting out YouTube videos, you're fine. You're not on a list.
Yeah.
Mike.
I hope that's not all it takes to get on a list. But I feel like that scarlet letter of like, yeah, so-and-so, we found 100,000 images. And it's like that, you immediately hear that and it's like, well, there's a chance that's true. That guy's a kiddie porn gay. And you just write him off. Like, it would be so easy to just be like, yeah, we found inappropriate images on his computer. Like, yeah. I don't know. And Hank's going through it now.
Either way, it's not good.
Like, I don't have any inappropriate images. I don't look at inappropriate images.
I feel like you might have one.
Probably, but no kitty stuff. That's for damn sure.
Well, that's good to know.
I remember when Jen got thrown on a list? He got kicked off when he posted a picture of Mad Dog at 2 years old without pants on, her little can.
Yeah, that is.
We
so
still
funny.
make fun of him for his child porn time when he got called out for it.
Hilarious.
Dude, it's like, come on now. It is his daughter. She's adorable. She was like this big when she was 2. Little Mad Dog was like 2. She was such a, but it's like, I got pulled into one. Actually, I almost got put on a list. Little man Reed was having a problem where he was shritting his pants. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
He got sick. And did I tell you? So I was trying to create an image of a kid who shit his pants. Yeah. Yeah. And they wrote back like, hey, kiddie porn's a serious thing, okay? And I was like, no, wait a minute. I just wanted to, like, I was like, oh yeah, give me a 10-year-old in a diaper. And I wanted to have it with a shitty diaper. And it was like, funny. Hey, wait a minute, you. Child porn's a very serious thing. It's like, hold on.
Oh, that's funny, Mike. Well, should we wrap it, Mike? How are you feeling?
I'm okay. Yeah, I was gonna we can wrap it. Do you want to wrap it? Are you tired?
Oh, I'm fine. I just wasn't. You went on a coughing attack, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. You want to see? We talked about Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Beverly Emma Thiessen yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you know she's 51 now?
No shit.
Yeah. You want to see her? She's great. Wow. She posted this video just yesterday.
It feels like summer.
How do you eat it?
Feels like summer. And it feels like summer.
She's still smoking hot.
She looks really good.
Doesn't she?
I always wanted her and Zach to get together in real life.
I did too. That's so funny. So did I. So what is the deal? Like, I sort of don't understand this. Like, you're eating carrot cake nude.
Yeah.
Like, that would be weird if my mom.
Well, she's in her birthday suit.
Is that what that's about? So
yeah,
I don't think it's her birthday suit right now.
Is you being naked.
When it's hot out, you got to get naked. # naked carrot cake. Recipe in the comments if you want to get naked too.
Oh. Is it like, is it branding? Is it like a type of cake, or is she modeling for naked makeup, or?
I don't know. She's a big time advocate for not doing work, not getting a bunch of shit done to her. You could tell she's not having shit done.
Mm-hmm. She went through a phase where she didn't look great.
Did she?
She was fat at one point, I feel like.
She was always sort of on the cusp of like, oh, this could go south. She didn't
always, not during Saved by the Bell days. She was.
Well, she was like 15 during Saved by the Bell. Not then.
Don't say always, Mike.
So, well, you know what I mean.
I don't.
You know how some girls, it's like that thing can eat whatever it wants, whenever it wants. It's never gaining a pound. You know those people.
I remember those.
We hate those people, right?
Yes.
We don't like those people. She was not one of those people, so she was always, like, it could go either way.
Yeah,
potential, some would call it.
Okay.
But she obviously she's great. She looks great.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought I saw that I came across this video gross today. like, oh my God, me and Ames were just talking about her yesterday.
Like her ears
It
were
feels
ringing.
like summer.
How do you eat it?
Feels like summer.
I feel like if that was my mom, though, that would be fucking weird. I'm sorry. That would just be weird.
Yeah, that would be kind of a bummer.
Wouldn't that
but
be a huge
it's
bummer
like
if,
your mom's Kelly Kapowski. What?
I know, there's
That
that.
would be sweet.
That would be sweet. But if that was Vic,
But I mean,
Special
okay,
ed
yeah,
teacher
but but Vic wasn't Kelly Kapowski in Saved by the Bell. She
I
wasn't
know.
a heartthrob. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like if your mom was Kelly Kapowski, you grew up with people thinking your mom was like, they wanted to bang your mom.
yeah. I guess.
I mean,
I
at
guess.
least it's not Jessie Spano because she went from Saved by the Bell to Showgirls.
Yeah.
And that was like,
Yeah.
did you ever see Showgirls?
Oh, fuck yeah. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's great. Did you like that movie? I actually did. like
Yes.
that movie.
The amount of times I watched that in
Yeah.
college with my college roommates. We watched that shit all the time. I haven't seen that in a while. I should watch it.
I should watch it too. I haven't seen it in a
No.
long time.
Mike, you're watching Forrest Gump.
Forrest
If
Gump.
there's
Yeah. Did you
something that
watch
you're-
did you watch the other one, The Biggest Loser
No, Mike,
doc?
I'm busy watching Wade Wilson's trial now.
Seriously?
You see that guy with the
Isn't it
face
over?
tattoos?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm going back and I'm watching like some of the testimony like by his dad and stuff. Just to like hear what it's about and like what really happened. I mean,
Okay.
because I generally know, but I didn't know anything about him other than listening to his jail calls. And so watching it now, because like all of these morons think he's innocent. So it's like listening to the evidence now, it's like, how stupid are you people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're amazing. People in general. Just how
I'm gonna pull
blinded by what we want to see.
I'm gonna pull a call and I'm gonna bring it possibly to the next show. But
Yeah.
someone catfished him and pretended to be an attorney, this like hot attorney chick who works with Barry Scheck, who was on O.J. Simpson's team.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
he
I remember Barry
started the
Scheck.
Innocent Project or whatever.
Innocence Project.
Yeah, and so this chick pretended to be working with Barry Scheck and that they were going to represent him pro bono because he got, an unfair trial or whatever. Of course, it wasn't really this chick. And by the way, Barry Scheck is fucking Jewish and Wade Wilson has a swastika tattooed on his face. So to think that Barry Scheck is like, yeah, let's help this guy. Probably not.
You know what, though? He might. Because isn't that what the ACLU fought for back in the day with
I just think
Nazis?
given the facts,
And those
Mike,
were all Jewish lawyers. And what's his name? That was also Dershowitz
Mike
is one of those that would defend Nazis too.
If he was a defensible person, like if he was wrongly convicted, possibly. I think maybe you're right. But someone who literally confessed multiple times to a murder also has a swastika tattooed on his face is not going to be like, I want to represent that guy pro bono. That's
Honestly,
just not going to happen.
The more time goes on, the more I think these lawyers care more about how high profile something is. And that Wade Wilson one was pretty high profile at the time. Now, it wasn't O.J. Simpson high profile, but it was national news.
Yeah, but he's confessed. Like,
oh, I know. I'm not saying he's smart.
Evidence was abundant. Like, it's just not the case you take. He's not Karen Reed.
Dude,
I'll put it that way.
Start tomorrow. That's your homework for today. Even though you ignore your teacher every time he asks you to bring homework 100%. Or to do your homework. You always ignore me.
And just like regular homework, I will be doing this homework tomorrow right before I get onto this.
Yeah, there you go. I have no problem with that. Find one phone call. I brought the video today and we had fun for 40 minutes.
His maniacal laugh is going to drive you insane. But once he finds out, and I have to pull like the way that this chick that's pretending to be the lawyer is talking to him, and he has no red flags of being like, this couldn't possibly be my attorney if she's talking to me like this.
Is he dumb?
He is dumb as fuck, Mike.
Yeah, that's a problem. If it's like my antenna would be going off so bad. If someone pretended to be a lawyer, lawyers have a certain cadence, a certain way of speaking, certain words they use, terms they use. It would immediately, I would be like, that's not a fucking lawyer. Nope. Sorry.
Correct.
Like that's exactly why I asked, is he dumb?
He is so dumb. And Mike, when you're an attorney, you can you can have a special line to your clients such that those calls aren't recorded. They're not really, they're not up for like being released to the public and people aren't listening to them. But if you're just any Joe Schmo, you call in and the line's being recorded. Well, this dumb idiot, she's constantly making excuses about why she can't sign up on the attorney line. But yet she's this like brilliant attorney.
Sure. Yeah.
And, they're having like sexy talk and she's talking about how she drives these Bugattis and Ferraris. And it's like, they never talk about the case. They're like only talking about, it's just so bizarre. And he just thinks that they're going to be there to help him and that they're going to get Kim Kardashian involved. That's his big thing. He wants Kim Kardashian to get involved and take his case. Yeah.
Yeah. Hilarious.
And she told him that she knew Kim Kardashian.
Of course she does.
So
she works with Barry Scheck at the Innocent Project.
Right. Well, she's also a fashion designer who sold her podcast or who sold her fashion line for billions of dollars. She's a billionaire.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, he sounds like a real genius.
Mike, he is like the dumbest fucking idiot ever. And the way that he has these chicks fawning all over him, it's so crazy. It is so crazy.
Well, let's go through one tomorrow.
All right. I'll bring them.
All right. I'll kill it there.
Okie doke. Mike, we went an hour and a half. Look at that.
I know. I'm sweating. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of the evening. We'll